Baltimore school fighting to keep its doors open after the city recommended closing it this year because of poor test scores. Monarch Academy, Baltimore families and teachers are rallying tonight for the second time outside of Baltimore City Public School headquarters. WMAR2 News' Abby Isaacs is live to explain what students and staff are saying about this news. Abby?
Well, they're rallying here tonight to tell the district that they want to be taken as more than just their test scores. Now, there's about around 50 to 100 outside the district headquarters chanting, "Save Monarch." You can hear right now they're expecting even more the crowds to grow as more people show up for the board meeting that's happening tonight at 7. They're fighting against the recommendation to close the elementary and middle charter school in June. Now, I got a tour of the school to see what happens inside and why this place is so special to so many families.
What is it? Tell me the number of groups that you see in our
Monarch Academy Baltimore.
number of groups. Destiny.
4.
A public charter school that's doing things a little differently.
You said I know my vowels. A-E-I-O-U.
An elementary and middle school with no bells,
And we find that those types of things may interrupt instruction.
no rows of desks,
We really believe in children just being comfortable.
and no lockers. Instead,
You'll see a neighborhood barbershop, you'll see the traditional row homes.
a toy shop, the Inner Harbor, and Waverly Farmers Market, reflecting the communities the kids live in.
We have our own mini city here.
The old Coca-Cola bottling plant was renovated in 2013, housing over 1,000 students and staff from all zip codes of Baltimore.
I feel like we like just one whole family.
A family in jeopardy. Baltimore City Public Schools recommended the school in Northeast Baltimore close in June because a review found the students weren't meeting state test score standards. But the school's principal, Kyra Hargrove, and Chief Academic Officer, Nakia Nicholson, say that's not the whole picture.
Academics is important, but you got to address the whole child first. And when you address the whole child, then our kids are going to get there.
A focus on improvement over time. Nicholson finds hope in students like third grader Kamari Hatchett.
I used to have a hard time, and a couple months after the first quarter and first, I started doing kind of good.
Who came to school with some social challenges, but has made lots of new friends and learned to read and cope.
If I have a problem, let go and move on.
Principal Hargrove says closing the school would re-traumatize the kids, sending them to new schools to make new friends.
It's sad because I was going to miss all of my teachers, my friends, and all the stuff that I learned. And I don't think the other school that I'm going to go to going to teach me everything.
So they're trying everything to keep the school open. Students rallying, hoping the Board of School Commissioners tasked with making the final decision gives them more time.
Learning takes time, and for some of our kids, it's going to take more than 1 year.
Both Nicholson and Hargrove are in the middle of just their second year at Monarch. They know the gaps that need to be filled and say they're working on them.
We put a lot of our investment really in the classroom and creating a classroom environment where students are actually learning and they actually want to learn.
The people in here is special because they treat us like with respect and stuff.
All right, have a good day, okay? All right.
School officials say it's also important to take a look at the report card that was just put out for the school from the State Department of Education. Now, Monarch got 2 stars, but that's one school making up 60% of Baltimore City schools that either got 2 stars or did worse than Monarch. Now, the City Board of School Commissioners will hold a meeting tonight in about an hour, and anyone is invited to give comments on any of the schools that are proposed to be closed. Monarch will have students and teachers inside talking about why Monarch is important to them, and then the board will be voting whether or not to close the school on January 8th. Live in North Baltimore, Abby Isaacs, WMAR2 News.